You could call it a long overdue homecoming.
1972, I graduated from Mitchell Senior High, and I was here a year as an exchange student.
Erling Moller is from Denmark.
I was in a program called Youth for Understanding, and they decided where I had to go. I had applied for California because I knew that there was to be a warmer side of the United States, but they sent me to South Dakota,
where he lived with Dr. Don Boyden and his family. Moller says it was a great experience that offered the chance to meet new people. One young lady in particular who stayed at his heart since he returned to Denmark in 1972. Fast forward to 2009.
I was dating her a little bit back then in 1972, so I always wondered what become of her. And I looked her up in the white pages on the internet, and I sent her a letter. I didn't have a reply, but now I had the opportunity to get here, so I flew into Minneapolis. I rented a car, and I drove from Minneapolis down here to find her.
Still unable to find his friend, Moller stopped to ask for help at a local convenience store,
which happens to be M&H. And the lady there helped me out with the phone book, and while I was asking who I was calling, she said, "I know her." And we called her, no response, but I came back later at 11 o'clock, and there she was.
She being Donna LaFortune, who works the overnight shift at M&H. The two caught up in each other's lives, and Moller recently returned for another visit that brought him to Q107.
I always wanted to see a radio station from the inside, and I always wanted to be a guest on a radio station. And so this was the opportunity, and Donna brought me my attention to you.
Moller listens to Q107 in his native Denmark.
I pick up the radio stations on the internet and listen to it because sometimes I like to hear what news goes on in Mitchell, South Dakota.
And speaking of news,
I'm trying to persuade Donna to come back to come to Denmark to see my way of life. I'm trying to.
And when he finds out the answer, there's no doubt you'll hear it from Erling Moller himself, Q107's #1 fan in Denmark.